The Smackdown Women's Championship is on the line as Jayne goes to get rowdy against Rowdy Ronda Rousey. For the Smackdown Women's Championship, we saw Jayne try and help Gigi Dolan win the Smackdown Women's Championship when Gigi Dolan won the lottery to fight Ronda Rousey for the Smackdown Women's Championship a couple of weeks ago. But it was to no avail because you figure that it was these two working together to try and dethrone the Rowdy one to write another chapter of their own rivalry. But the fact of the matter is, Ronda Rousey overcame Jayne and Gigi Dolan and maintained her titan of a grip on the SmackDown Women's Championship. Jayne has not been able to get out of her own way thus far. Catches Ronda Rousey with it looked like a forearm shiver, but I'm not sure. Big DDT by Jayne goes for the ladder press. Ladder one. No, only a one count. Jayne has got to stay on Ronda Rousey if she expects to even get an opportunity to get close to defeating the women's champion, the baddest woman on the planet. If I was Jayne, I wouldn't be going up top. And that's exactly the reason why. But a Hurricane Rana off the top catches Ronda Rousey off guard and a ladder press, only a one count. Jayne can't let Ronda get it back up to her feet. She's got to stay on Ronda Rousey. Otherwise, it's going to come back to bite her in the ass. Ronda rocks Jayne with a right hand. Ronda sends Jayne over the top rope to the apron. Again, Jayne blocks Ronda Rousey. And again, Jayne gets back into the ring, but Ronda sends her back to the outside. But this time, Jayne catches herself, brings herself back, and drops Ronda with a DDT. Jayne is trying to keep the excitement, keep the energy up. Drops Ronda with a Hurricane Rana this time, once again off the top rope. Snapmare roll through and a kick right to the sternum. Let her press and only a quick one count. I was going to say quick kick out, but either way. Jayne gets blocked by Ronda. Ronda gets blocked by Jacy. Jacy gets blocked by Ronda. And Ronda catches Jacy. The Rowdy Buster. The Rowdy Buster by Ronda Rousey takes down Jayne. And Jacy kicks out at the count of one. Jacy's doing the smartest thing she possibly can. Rolling to the outside, back on the apron. Ronda catches her. Hot shot off the apron. Down goes Jacy to the outside. If I was Jayne, I'd maximize the opportunity. I'd maximize any chance I have to create some distance between myself and Ronda on the outside. Mounted punches, lefts and rights by Ronda Rousey. Jayne gets herself back up. Ronda ducks out of the way, but Jayne is trying to fight back. Ronda is introduced to the steps. Ronda's introduced to the steps. Ronda goes for forearm shiver to the back. Jayne's trying to create some distance between herself and Ronda. Using the steps. She's trying to use the steel stairs. Roundhouse kick. Rocks Ronda Rousey. We're at a count of 7. Ronda sends her into the glitched part of the ring. And then again into the steps. This time she sent her into the steps. Jayne has got to fight her way back. 9. Ronda doesn't want the count out. Ronda doesn't want the count out. She broke it at the count of 9. She easily could have let Jayne get herself counted out. But she wants a decisive win. She does not want to give Jayne any shred of doubt. She doesn't want to include any shred of doubt as Jayne long darts Ronda Rousey into the barricade. She doesn't want to give Jayne any shred of doubt that she possibly could beat the Rowdy one. But I don't know that Jayne is going to give Ronda Rousey the same benefit of the doubt. If Ronda gets counted out, Jayne will take that as a victory and take that as a feather in her cap, beating Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Roundhouse kick. Rocks Ronda. Ronda moves out of the way of the forearm shiver. Big DDT by Jayne. Big DDT by Jayne. Jayne went for the pump kick. Ronda blocked her again. Jacy. Ronda has her in a wrist lock, but Jayne gets out of it. Jayne gets out of it, and a pump kick takes down Ronda Rousey. A pump kick takes down Ronda Rousey. Ronda's rocked. Jacy's got her off guard. Jacy gets blocked again. Ronda takes her down. Jacy got too close to the ropes. Jacy was too close to the ropes. Jayne was too close to the ropes. You gotta wonder what's going on here. It's Gigi Dolan. At least I think it's Gigi Dolan, or maybe somebody backstage just started playing Jayne's theme song. Gigi Dolan unquestionably has unfinished business with Ronda Rousey, and the fact of the matter is, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. There is unfinished business with Ronda Rousey, and this is about to get... No! Jayne took too long to get the cover, and Jayne now has to deal with a pissed off Ronda Rousey, because Ronda's pissed off that Gigi Dolan stuck her nose where it didn't belong. Ronda beat Gigi Dolan, and Jayne got Gigi to return the favor. Jacy interfered for Gigi, and Gigi interfered for Jacy, returning the favor. And Gigi Dolan was about as successful with the interference as Jayne was. But Gigi Dolan, I don't know what this means for Gigi and Jacy, but either way, Ronda is still fighting out of it and still fighting back Jayne's offensive, anything offensive that Jayne is doing, Ronda Rousey's doing her best to fight back, and Jayne just hit the pump kick. Jayne, discus pump kick, let her press, and Ronda kicked out, and Jayne can't believe it. Jayne can't believe that Ronda Rousey just kicked out. Back to the DDT. It succeeded for Jayne thus far this matchup, and Jayne again with a ladder up press, and again Ronda kicked out at the count of 2. Again Ronda kicked out at the count of 2. Super kick right on the button. If Jacy Jayne is able to defeat Ronda Rousey, we will likely never hear the end of it, I guarantee. Jacy Jayne is waiting for Ronda to get back up. Big missile dropkick off the top rope. By Jacy Jayne. Wait, I don't know what you... Ronda. The sit-out chicken wing facebuster was avoided. Ronda blocks Jacy Jayne again. Countering her at the very last minute. Countering her at the very last minute. You know, the fact of the matter is, wait a second, we know what comes next. It's the Rowdy Buster. This has gotta be it. And that is it. Ronda Rousey retains the Smackdown Women's Championship, tapping into her arsenal of reversals to counter Jacy Jayne's chicken wing facebuster to retain the Smackdown Women's Championship. The baddest woman on the planet is still Women's Champion. With that being said, that is it from me, and I will see you in the next one.